While preparing to barbecue a wild chicken she found in a bucket, a girl was surprised when the chicken moved spluttering mud onto her face. She wiped herself off, but her sense of reality shattered. It was terrifying. Suddenly, a mud monster emerged from a well, its large, Caslin eyes fixed on her as it followed calmly and swiftly. A young uncle witnessed this and quickly fired his AK-47, turning the monster into a puddle of slop. The woman hurriedly carried the girl indoors. But eerie events unfolded as the mud monster revived. She drew her ancestral sword and hacked the monster in half. Infuriated, the mud monster reached out and engulfed the girl, spinning 3.5 times before diving away. Meanwhile, Little Red Riding Hood was picking bananas in the woods when a dog barked, frightening her as she fled. A 1,000-year-old tree greeted her. Startled, she dropped over 200 gin of bananas, but was nonetheless captured by the terrifying monster, leaving only her grain hat. Even the little girls were abducted into the cave. Within a few days, 9,918 girls vanished from the village as villagers discussed countermeasures. Another tragedy struck a girl after dinner, insisted on checking her little donkey. Suddenly, large spiders emerged from the donkey's mouth and silkworms wrapped tightly around her. Soon, the donkey packaged her into a zanza and swallowed her whole, then galloped into the jungle. These horrors weren't new. Recently, a girl met a mud monster that erased her worldview and ate her. Terrified villagers hired 2 exorcist masters for 50 CS. The masters, with sharp eyes, sensed something wrong in the forest and discovered a 500-meter-high tower. Deshawn volunteered to climb it inside, while chickens awaited, barbecuing in a dictionary with over 1 million words. Deshawn began reading and learned that 500 years ago, by sought Snow White like beauty, and became a mummy. To preserve his youth forever, he must consume 9,918 girls. After 500 years, Deshawn stumbled upon the Snow White Queen's magic mirror, summoning her illusion. Confronting Diane, who'd never seen a woman, Old Six at the tower's base noticed the kidnapped girl being chased by the Queen's werewolf. Unable to outrun the 2-legged werewolf, Old Six threw a stone hoping Deshawn would descend to help Adon regain consciousness and flew from the tower, knocking both W-wolves unconscious as one tried to eliminate Old Six. They took the girl back to the village, but she remained in a coma. A 60-year-old lady said only by defeating Snow White Queen could the other kidnapped girls be saved. Meanwhile, the other kidnapped girls were also rescued, but the 2 had to helplessly return to the high tower. This village was bizarre. Girls vanished daily, kidnapped by terrifying monsters, all orchestrated by the Snow White Queen in the forest. At this moment, the Queen had captured 9,918 girls and was holding the final ceremony. Fortunately, Deshawn arrived and threw his axe, but the Queen flicked her hand, hurling him hundreds of meters away. Diane grabbed his ancestral watermelon knife and charged, but the pure silver blade was pulled away by a magnet. A Snow White Queen sipped free tomato juice. Old Six, exhausted after 20 hours of climbing, blocked her path within 3.14 seconds. The Queen's magic repelled him under her control, Deshawn, and Old Six fought fiercely, but worse was yet to come. The Queen completed the ceremony and regained her form. Old Six, overpowered, was severely injured by Deshawn. Mistaking Old Six for a spirited young man, the Queen plucked the main handle controlling the werewolves and inserted it into his kidneys, making him obedient. Deshawn, hiding nearby, angrily declared, "I'm going. Why didn't you choose me since I'm so handsome?" He attacked the magic mirror with his axe, shattering it. After the 30,000 strikes, the mirror shared the Queen's soul, causing her body to disintegrate. A werewolf grabbed a mirror piece and descended, while the Snow White Queen instantly turned to ashes. At the end of the movie, the Queen rescued 9,918 kidnapped girls. Old Six and Deshawn received 50 cents after watching. Like and follow for good luck.